Hey everyone, this is Dennis and I'm going to show you how to make a passion fruit sauce for a dessert. I'm going to be using this for a cheesecake, but you can use it for whatever type of dessert you want. It's going to be served cold. What I'm going to do is take you through the steps. I'm going to show you a couple different types of passion fruit. I'm going to show you them cut, taking the pulp out. It's going to be with lemon. We're going to start with a whole lemon juice and we're going to taste from there because I'm all about tasting and making sure that you adjust seasonings and taste to what you like. And I'm going to use maple syrup instead of regular sugar and some water. Simple ingredients, and that's it. First off, here you go. There's a couple different types you can find in the marketplace. Passion fruit. I'm going to show you some cut ones right here. Basically the pulp's pretty much the same. As you can see with this one, there seems to be a little bit more pulp than the larger one, but we use what we can and what we can find. So there's that. So let's get started with taking the pulp out. There's nothing that difficult about it. You basically just take a spoon and take the pulp out. I use the seeds. I do not waste the seeds. Some people like their passion fruit without seeds. If that's the case, just strain them out. But I like the way they look and I like the way they taste. So there you go. There's some passion fruit out here and some here. This is two passion fruit, one of each. I'm going to cut the other two and use it, and then I'm going to take you over to the stove and show you how to prepare it. Okay, now we're going to go to the next part. I have 1 cup of water, cold water. I use filtered water. You use whatever you want. I'm going to heat this up. Now, maple syrup. We are going to start with a 1/4 cup, and then we're going to taste. We're going to add that to the mixture, get all of this goodness out of it, because this is great maple syrup. And we are going to bring this to a boil. Then reduce it. Just before it comes to a boil, I'm going to add the passion fruit. I have the pulp, the fruit of those four passion fruit that you saw earlier. And that's what's going to be added to this. That's going to make the sauce. So you have the two things. It's coming up, it's heating up, and that's water and 2 ounces of the maple syrup. Reduce it to a simmer, and then we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes until we get the right consistency, and then we're going to taste. And then the lemon juice will be added. Now, as this sauce reduces, it's going to thicken up a little bit, very little. But when it cools, it'll thicken up even more, just enough to coat. And that's all I'm looking for with the cheesecake, just a coat. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. And I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. And then we're going to taste. I think I'm going to leave it right here. And it's about right, the balance that I want. And I'm going to taste it again when it cools off completely. And then I'll know whether I need to make any further adjustments.
Final step, you've got your warm passion fruit sauce. Smells amazing. But to thicken it up and give it a depth and richness, we're going to add about 1 pat of pasture butter. You don't want any more butter than that because you don't want this to get greasy. And you can see our sauce has a little bit more of cloudiness. That's going to clear up. And you've got a little bit of a more mellow sauce to accompany your cheesecake, your ice cream, or any other dessert. Back to the fridge. Stir up a little bit, and here is our cold passion fruit sauce. When plating, you want to dig to the bottom, and you want to get those seeds because that has the flavorful passion fruit pulp clinging to it. This is a fragrant sauce and very flavorful for being so simple and very few ingredients. If you heat it up, you can actually use this on duck or chicken, but we like to use this with a cheesecake or some type of a stone fruit crisp. Can be an ice cream topping, pretty much anything you want. Don't be afraid to experiment.
It's a great sauce, and you will see our cheesecake recipe up soon, and we'll link it to this. Thank you.